Hi everyone, welcome to today's class. I'm Dami of 𝐓𝐻𝐶𝐂𝐇. Today we will learning how to make this beautiful dress inspired by Veekee James. It is an halter neck dress with a cutout flare on the sides and at the center. So if this is what you wish to learn, please stick to the end of the tutorial. If you are joining us for the first time, thank you for joining us today. If you are here to subscribe, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have a new tutorial. For our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. If you want to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. So thank you for joining us today, and let's get started. For the drafting of the dress, I've gone out to draft a long basic bodice that's going to be like, it's a long dress definitely. So I drafted from the shoulder down to the hem. So this is the front, the shoulder, the chest line, the bust point, under bust, the waist. This is the hip line, the knee length, and the gown length. I did the same thing also for the back bodice. So I've drafted everything here. This is just to save our time. So if you don't know how to draft a big long bodice without joining, like a long dress without joining, just put it in the comment section, then maybe I will do a video on that later. So this dress we are doing is an halter neck with side flare. So we are going to be altering these bodies now that we have to what we want. So we'll be starting first with the neckline, which is an halter neck. So for the neckline, I'm using the neck width of 3.5. I don't want the neck too choky, so I'm using 3.5, and the depth of the neck is going to be 3 inches. So I'll make the curve. On the shoulder along the neckline, I'm going to be coming down by 1.5, depending on how exposed you want this to be. Right, you can go as much as 2 inches, it all depends on you. So from this 1.5 here now, I'm going to be connecting it straight to the armhole. So I'm going to be using this curve. Right, so I have it to the armhole like this. So this is going to be for the halter neck for the front. So if you want to do for the back also, so the neck width I'm using for the back also is going to be 3.5, and the neck depth is going to be 1.5. Right, so also for this one I will step down by 1.5 also from the shoulder line like this. Then I will connect it also to the armhole. Alright, so this is what the halter neck is going to be. So first, before we'll be cutting it out, we are going to be measuring what we have on the round neck for the front and also for the back, which we are going to be using to cut out the collar. So I'm going to be measuring for the back like this. If you have a curved ruler, like a flexible ruler, is going to help. So for the back now, I have 3.5. For the back, for the front, I have 4.75. So this is for the front and this is for the back. So we are going to be writing it somewhere, which we are going to be using later for the halter, for the collar of the halter neck. So now that we are done with that, now we can go ahead to make alteration to the down part. So from my hip line here now, I'm going to be stepping up by 3 inches. If you don't want your flare to start from the hip line, I prefer it to be above the hip line. So I'll start from 3.5. So also on the center front also, I'll go up by 3.5. So now I went up by 3.5. So I'll be coming into the knee area now. So whatever I have on my knee, what I have here is 11 inches divided by 2, I have 5.5. So whatever you have on your knee, because it's a free dress, so what is my hip measurement that I took down. So what is on my hip is what is here down to the hem. So I'm going to be connecting this point here to this point and straight down. So to do straight down now, I have to go and measure the 5.5 down to the hem of the dress. So for this side, I will connect it from this point here, up to the knee area that we divided by 2. So this is what we have for this. So we have this on the side like this, and also for this one, you know, we went up by 3 inches, so this also will be connecting it to this point here like this. So this is what the center front, and this is the side front. So this is what it's going to be looking like. And don't forget that this middle line, we divided what is on the hip line, on the knee line, and we took it straight down. So when you are cutting this one now, you cut it on this middle line, and also this one will come up to the middle line. So this is what the front bodice is going to be looking like. So we can go ahead now to cut the front parts. Alright, so these are the pieces we have for the front parts here. So we have this for the front parts here like this. So for the dart now, you can decide to sew in your dart, or you can just cut through. So I'm just going to cut through here so that I'll be able to open the bust dart. So I cut through this here. And also to avoid gaping, I'm going to be connecting it to this armhole parts. This is just to avoid gaping. Then I will tighten it by 0.25 on both sides. Alright, so we have this piece for the front like this. So this is what we'll be using to cut out the flare for the side. So now in order for us to have the same thing, this shape here down for the back also, so I'm going to be putting this together, and I'll be pinning it on the back bodice. So the one for the center front will go to the center back, so that we'll have the same shape. So the one for the side is going to go to the side. So with this pin down now, we can go ahead to cut out the pattern also. So this is what the back is going to be looking like. So you can cut your back through, or you can just close the darts or sew the darts in. Don't forget to cut out the sway back. Okay, so this is what our back bodice is looking like, and this is the front piece. So this both side for these down parts that we are using to cut flare is the same thing for both front and the back. So we just take out a piece to cut it out. So in our next tutorial now, I'll be showing you how to cut this beautiful dress on our fabric and how to sew each of the flare together. So in preparation for the next class, you can just get ready like 3 to 4 yards of any fabric of your choice. So thank you for joining us in our class today, and we'll see you in the next one.